You might say, Brenniger, you're such a hypocrite when you see that I have Neocaridina davidi shrimp in this 10-gallon aquascape with a Betta splendens. Well, Brenniger, didn't you say that a Betta will bite the heads off the shrimp? Yes, I have heard it said that that's what happens. A lot of times aquarists seem to have success keeping various species together for some time, and then suddenly the natural instincts of the animals kick in and they wind up losing some specimens. This is probably only temporary. The other day I unplugged the filter of my Betta splendens 10-gallon fish tank and shortly heard water dripping on the carpet. I always top off my tanks, so the water level was already at the top of the tank. And as the water ran out of the hang on the back filter and overfilled the tank slightly, it reached the plastic rim of the breeding tank. Water was getting up under the rim of that 10-gallon that I bought at Feeder Supply. Well, I'm not going to put up with that, so I broke down the tank and turned up the temperature on the heater of what used to be a 10-gallon aquascape for cherry shrimp and wild type male endlers live bearers. I moved all the endlers into my other male endler tank, removed most of the plants from this tank because 80 degrees is no good for most of these common species of aquatic plants I keep, and acclimated the Betta to this tank. I did make significant effort to remove all of the cherry shrimp from this tank, but at least half a dozen are left, and so I am slowly removing them to other tanks, and I have to acclimate them to temperature because the shrimp tanks are mostly at room temperature, 72 degrees at most. And these cherry shrimp, although they do fine at 80 degrees, it really speeds them up and they're much more difficult to catch. I had thought that perhaps I could stand to lose a few cherry shrimp to the Betta, as they may graze on algae if I feed them only sparingly, perhaps not even at all. Shrimp will consume the detritus left by the Betta, and this is an established tank, so there's loads of microfauna for them to graze, and quite a bit of cover actually among the plants, but so for now the Betta has a few friends. I hope she doesn't destroy them.